Welcome back, everybody. Here we go. It's championship weekend. Lots on the line. We have who gets to pick their draft picks, who gets third place, gets their money back, and then who gets to bring home the trophy. All right, so we'll hop right into our championship bracket there. You'll see that last week Dallas beat Rob and that Tom beat Dave. Dave was unlucky and had Hurts out there, and that got knocked out pretty quick for him, so good news for Tom. And so you'll see there in our first place game we have Dallas versus Tom. You can see Tom does have a lead right now, but is that good? Is that bad? Should he have more points? Should he have less? Wait and see. And then in our third place game there, we have Dave versus Rob. So winner of this gets, the bronze medal as well as their money back. So currently Dave has a lead, and we'll see if that's good or bad. On the consolation side of the bracket, so in our fifth place game, which the winner of this gets to pick their draft spot between 2 and 12. Currently, the Evil Buddies have a slight lead over Jeremy. Again, is that good or bad? And the seventh place game, which has nothing on the line other than bragging rights, maybe a better draft pick if you lose, depending on how you look at things. So currently right now, Ty is beating Richard by about 26 points there. So we will see how it plays out. What I'll do is I'll go through the matchups in reverse order, so starting in the seventh place game and then finishing off with the first place game. And then I'll do the quick recap, and then we will call it a video. And then next week I'll go through kind of our year-end wrap-up, celebrate who won the trophy, that kind of stuff. I'll also go through all my predictions, see how I did. I tallied them all up. Definitely doing better in the playoffs than I did during the regular season, but that could all be ended today, and I could be back to 500 if I get them all wrong. So you never know what happens. So kind of that's the plan for this video and the next. And so let's hop right into the matchup. So in our seventh place game, we have Ty versus Richard. Originally, I guess Richard was favored by about 0.3, and now Ty is favored by about 7 points, but both under projection. So as I said, Ty is currently leading by about 26 points. So let's see what happened here. Ty had Pickens going and was under projected, but got 8 points. He had Jalen Warren going. Got over projection by 5 points. Najee Harris got about projected. Hollywood Brown just slightly under, and then Butker, because they mostly got it, just the 2 point afters and the field goal there, so they were a little bit below. So, and then on Richard's side, looks like Richard is just going for picking his draft spot. He left Kenneth Walker in there, who's on the IR. So we'll see if that's what his plan was. I mean, the kicker you can't help got 0 points. When Houston only got 2, what can you do, right? And then Jigba got 6 points, well under projection, but Mark Andrews had a fairly good day. So, by the way, this one's shaping up. Not a whole lot of thought process I'm going to put into this one. Maybe if Richard played another running back there, maybe threw in Charbonnet, took those 10 points, he'd be right up there, maybe have a chance to win. AJ Brown is questionable, but should probably play because they're still fighting for placement, that second place. Let's see. Yeah, again, I'm going to give this one a tie, although I wouldn't be surprised if Richard's team pulls this off. Jacobs is playing really well. It's inside, it's not in the cold. They're fighting, so he's got 3 guys there in that game. Detroit's playing for first place in the division and in the NFC, so yeah, I still think Ty's going to win this one. He was first all year for a reason. He's got a good team, so I think he's going to win this one, take 7th place. Richard take 8th, which would give him right now the 5th draft pick overall. All right, we'll move on to the 5th place game. So this one here, obviously bragging rights are on the line, but so is the right to pick your draft spot between 2 and 12. The reason we did that is when we move 9th place to getting 1st pick overall, that means at least they don't lose their hard work of just missing out on the playoffs. So so they get to pick between 2 or 12. So depending if they have a keeper in the 1st round, maybe they want to pick later on in the 1st, so it's a little bit worthwhile. Or maybe they want to just take the 2nd best player overall that's not kept. I mean, you got some guys you take later on. There's a lot of good players available in that 1st round. So if you want one of the better ones, maybe you take an earlier pick. Maybe you don't like the turn though, so maybe you just take the middle anyway. So wait and see what these guys want to do. So originally Jeremy was favored by almost 2 full points there. It was just about 158 there to 156. Now the buddies are favored by about 6.5. So let's see what happened. So yesterday Keenan Allen only got 7.5 over projected 13, but in a 6-3 game, what do you expect? And then Jason Myers, there, the kicker for Seattle, got 77 yards for 7.7 points, just a little under projected. So that's about that 7 points difference. And then for Jeremy, Metcalf was only 7.2. Again, there was no touchdown for him. And then Zay Flowers on Christmas only got 5 points there, 2 for 31 yards. So it's quite a bit down under his norm, so it's hurt Jeremy quite a bit. But it's still pretty close. I mean, it's only a 55-45 split right now. They both got 10 guys left. Just kind of going through the rosters. We got Herbert Samuel, Judy Williams, H.N., Strange Spears, Taylor Abdullah, Jeremy Daniels, Big Game, Jefferson, Jones Jr., Tracy Jr., Bowers, Hunter Henry, Brees Hall, Michael Wilson. Yeah. Overall, I kind of like Jeremy's team better still. I like Daniels and Jefferson. I think Aaron Jones will do well. It's indoors. Tyrone Tracy's been okay. I mean, he's right around that 15 points every week, except for one, really, over the last 5 or 6. So he should be good. Bowers is Bowers. I don't know about, Spears was good last couple weeks, yeah, 28 points each week, so that's been good for him. Taylor's been pretty good. I worry about the buddies' receivers here. Keenan Allen's already down. Debo's been down a little bit lately. Judy, he's questionable. They got a different quarterback in there, Dorian Thompson-Robinson this week. I think I'm going to take Jeremy to win this one. I just like the matchup a little better overall. For him, I think Daniels, Jefferson's definitely have a higher end than Herbert or any of the other receivers. I know Jeremy was a little down on these 2 receivers, but I think this one's just going to go Jeremy. I just like his players better overall. All right, on to the 3rd place matchup. So, funny story, as you can tell, I had to edit this one here. I did this one for whatever reason. I clicked it thinking it was the 5th place game, so I did a whole thing about why I think who would be in the certain draft pick, and then that didn't make any sense because it wasn't the 5th place game, it was the 3rd place game. So here we go. We'll do this as the 3rd place game. Originally, Dave was favored to win by roughly, 27 points. Now favored by almost 60. So he's an 88% favorite. That doesn't mean anything. The rest of his team could crap the bed and Rob take it home, right? You never know. He's got some good players. For Dave, if Hurts plays, it should be good. Just talk of whether he is even going to be cleared. Neighbors just sits during the week, but you know he's going to get 15 targets a week. Adams has still been playing well. Sutton always makes me nervous. Dobbins is back with no Gus Edwards. Kamara should be solid if he plays. You know, he's always gets points in the teens. Same with Hubbard. If he's playing, he's going to get points. But for Rob, we got Tua. Amon-Ra can put up points. Mooney, we'll see with Penix playing how that's going to work out. Rico, Philly defense is tough. He just needs to get a touchdown. Pacheco was down. Bateman was down. So, I mean, I don't see this playing out any other way than Dave winning. I know anything can happen. I mean, Rob's only down a few points in terms of projection. Dave went up overall thanks to Kelsey and his big game. But I don't see how Dave does lose this one. I mean, it can happen, but I don't think Dave loses. I think this one goes to Dave. All right. Final. We'll see how it goes. We got Dallas versus Tom. Originally, Dallas was favored 186 to 146, so a big 40 points. Tom's team has closed that, 190 to 161. They were both 8 and 6. One was second and one was sixth. So it's kind of fitting that they're both in the finals. You know, Tom had a good game on Christmas Day from Mahomes. Calvin Austin was down a little bit, but pretty close. Derrick Henry does what Derrick Henry does, gets lots of points. Schultz was down a little bit, but Houston didn't really do much in that game. So the fact that he got 4, I think, is pretty good. Xavier Worthy for Dallas was solid. He had a nice touchdown there. Nico Collins, you know, again, one of those few players in Houston who got some points. So 3 receptions for 60 yards almost. So, yeah, so that kind of balanced out between those two guys. Tom lost CeeDee Lamb. I didn't see what happened. Just spraining his right shoulder, an AC joint. So he's sitting since they're out of the playoff contention. So that's going to hurt Tom for sure. I mean, Addison's been playing a lot better lately. You never know with Ray McLeod. Tim Patrick, you never know, could sneak in there and get a touchdown. Last week he only had the 1 target though, so we'll see. Who else could he play? I mean, Amari Cooper wouldn't be bad over... but he was only 2 targets for 1 reception last week, so is that any better? I don't know. I don't know who you could play. I mean, I guess... I don't know, it's out there on the waiver wire. That might be a tough one. I don't know about the Tim Patrick play. It could work out. He's in the finals and I'm not, right? And then on Dallas's team, we got Darnold, Puka should be good. Evans, Chase Brown. I really like Chase Brown. Bijan Robinson, Kittle, Irving, Tyreek Hill. Normal questionable during the week, then plays. Yeah. Dicker, Indy, yeah. I really don't want to jinx either of these two guys. I'm finding this one hard. Part of me thinks it'd be great for Dallas to win. I don't know, keep the trophy in Lorette would be kind of cool. His franchise's first victory. Yeah, Tom winning. Again, it would be his first victory. I know Chris won it. I don't look this at the trophy. Ugh. Chris won 2011. So it's been, I guess it's 13 years since that organization won the trophy. So, yeah, but again, it'd be cool to have the Northam on there again. I don't know if I'll get another one on there. It hasn't been going my way these last couple of years, but I guess I just got to draft better. I guess maybe listening to too many people. Anyway, it's not about me. It's about these two guys. Like I said, I really feel like I could jinx somebody here. Tom's currently above projection. I worry about that Tim Patrick play. Connor's questionable, but has been practicing, which is a good sign. Like I said, I like Addison. They're spreading the ball out more and more in Minneapolis, Minnesota. They got to do that to beat Green Bay, I think. Hill could go either way. I think Dallas has just got a little bit more top end talent than Tom. Especially with that Tim Patrick out. Other than that, I think it would be a little bit closer. Or Tim Patrick in. I think it would be a little bit closer if CeeDee Lamb was in there. I think Tom could have a better chance with CeeDee Lamb to pull this off. But without CeeDee Lamb, I think this one's going to go to Tom. So I'm picking Dallas to win. Dallas to take it all. Dallas to house this trophy for the next 12 months. Or maybe longer if he wins. So we'll have to wait and see. All right, let's run through them all. Okay, so in the 7th place game there, I said Ty would be Richard. And the 5th place game, I said Jeremy would beat the Buddies. And the 3rd place game, I have Dave beating Rob. And then in the championship final, I have Dallas beating Tom. So good luck to everybody out there. I really have no favorites this week. I just hope for close matchups, that they come down on Monday night or something, or till Sunday night, depending on how your matchup goes with the players you have. So everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe out there, and we'll talk soon. All right, bye.